Brain research, learning theory over the last decade have really demonstrated that it is emotion that drives attention and that we don't get learning without attention.
Our question of the day today will be simply, what are some of the things that distract you, that keep you from learning and at the same time keep you from achieving your goals in school?
Where you sort of think about the kinds of emotions that you're feeling right now, this morning, and you're going to just jot them down in each section of the circle.
Minnie! Alexandra!
Today, educators are recognizing that creating community, connection, and compassion in their classrooms is key to academic achievement.
Students who feel safe, emotionally safe in a classroom are in a position to learn in a way that you can't do when you're worried about what people think of you and that you can't say what you need to say to learn.
PassageWorks brings educators unique, research-based social and emotional programs that develop students' sense of belonging, engagement, responsibility, and focus. The PassageWorks model has been time-tested for more than 20 years, creating system-wide change in schools and classrooms across the country.
At first, I thought that I was just gonna fail every class because I wasn't smart enough or something, but it really boosts your confidence. I have all A's and B's.
I've been able to get really great results in my testing, both in my classroom but also at the state level tests, standardized tests for the state. But more importantly, I have seen a deeper sense of growth for my students.
There's all these different people in one class and we've all got to grow so much together and individually.
Kids don't need just reading, writing, and arithmetic. They need some emotional support.
Contemporary secondary school reform emphasizes a new 3 R's that are essential for student success.
The new 3 R's are rigor, relevance, and relationship. And there's a common understanding now that if you want academic rigor, you have to have relationship and you have to have relevance.
PassageWorks programs align with this framework and add a new R, resilience, helping students flourish in times of challenge and stress.
If a student doesn't have the comfort of the relationship and understand the relevancy of the learning, the rigor's not there. They can't hook into the rigor.
I think relationships are the #1 key. All the studies show that it's a positive adult role model that leads to success in school.
If you build a relationship with the kid, they're going to be successful. They're going to care. Students really don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
One of the most critical challenges facing education is the crisis of teacher attrition. A unique element of PassageWorks' system-wide approach is meeting this challenge head-on through professional development that renews teachers' sense of meaning and commitment so they can fully engage with their students.
As a culture, we've tended to look at special teachers, miracle teachers, the freedom writers teacher, the stand and deliver teacher. We see them as exceptions. And that's what's so exciting about our work, is that we see the ordinary teacher transform into one of those inspiring teachers. They see it in themselves. They experience their own ability to awaken kids to new confidence and new capacity to perform well.
One of the things that I find in PassageWorks is that it gives, when I become more authentic with the children, that it gives them, in a way, more license to be more real themselves and to sink in more deeply. There are many days I leave on Thursdays after PassageWorks and go, this is why I'm doing what I do.
The PassageWorks model helps create respectful school cultures that feel safe and nurturing for all students. PassageWorks goes beyond current anti-bullying programs with a model that has shown for 2 decades that when students know each other more deeply, safe, respectful behavior emerges naturally.
Schools are always struggling with how do we make a safe learning environment. And that means a couple of different things. One, it means that kids are physically safe and emotionally safe. PassageWorks supports that by making kids really feel a sense of community, a sense of responsibility, and allows kids to have the tools they need to be successful.
We're going to have students who don't normally interact with each other getting to know each other, and that just breeds such a safer, more positive climate and culture in your school.
I think for me to feel safe at school, it's just being comfortable around the people that are in the school with you, or being able to walk down the hall and feel that you're a part of the school, because I think feeling safe can also mean that you feel included.
I've definitely gotten to know some kids. There's this kid that I know, Zach. He's actually an awesome kid. Like, I'd never think that to go, because he plays tennis, I play football. Like, how far apart is that?
I think sort of through this experience, a lot of the people in my group saw me differently, didn't see me as such a nerdy type person.
We used to always be in this really tight-knit groups, like there'd be a group of girls and a group of boys and a group of mixed. But now we're sort of more flowing together because we feel more open with each other now that we've shared all these things with each other in PassageWorks.
I've seen that a lot of the kids are much nicer to the other kids. Like, there's not as many fights.
There's a lot more unity, a lot less divisiveness, a lot more, you see a lot more people advocating for one another when things do go wrong. And then we all know that that's what really makes a community a safe place, when we do what we're supposed to, not because there's some kind of negative consequence, but because we don't want to let down our community.
The PassageWorks Institute has been a pioneer in recognizing and responding to a proven need to support students during critical K-12 transition years through our school-based Rites of Passage curricula.
There are some very basic human skills that we can learn and that we can teach for navigating transitions in a healthy way.
What am I leaving behind that's going to be hard? Just asking those questions just to kind of get all of those mixed feelings out there and help us feel more comfortable with the transitions.
They're in this very, in some cases, very difficult transition from the tweens into the teens. I think without some type of bridging and some type of nurturing of really the soul of these kids, you're going to end up in a place of pain when they make the transition.
They need to look internally at themselves and become critical thinkers and problem solvers and communicators, and be able to work with people who are different than them. And that's what I think this PassageWorks curriculum and AIM gives them. And those are skills they're going to have for the rest of their lives.
High school is a huge place, and it's a difficult place, and it's the best of times and the worst of times for a kid. It's so important that every single child that comes through the doors of Pruder High School feels good about being here. They deserve to be respected. They deserve to be safe. They deserve to be given a good education, and they deserve to be well prepared to enter the real world after Pruder High School, whatever it is that they might encounter. And I just feel that this is truly an important way and a key piece on how we get there.